number 5. Every day, more than 7,200 tons of medical waste are being disposed of on this planet, and the majority of this is disposable face masks. As a Binibini with advocacy, how can you help our Mother Earth in terms of current issues like this, which is caused by the pandemic? Araw-araw, mayroon tayong 7,200 tonelada ng mga medical na basura ang tinatapon sa ating planeta. At malaking bahagi nito ay ang disposable face masks. Bilang isang Binibini na may advokasya, paano ka makakatulong sa ating inang kalikasan patungkol sa mga napapanahong issue dulot ng pandemya?
The pandemic has changed our life in an instant. And we are all aware that our health, we became more careful in our health. And we are still in a pandemic. And fortunately, we are learning to live with it. But there are still negative consequences of the COVID-19, which is the increasing number of waste, of hazardous use of waste, and the disposal of disinfectants, of gloves and masks. And that is why I want to use my platform to disseminate information that we should be responsible, and we should start taking actions that we should conserve and preserve our natural environment, because this is not just for a lifetime, this is also for a future generation. And so let us start taking small steps into achieving a world, a more sustainable, a more beautiful, a safer and healthier world. That's all. Thank you.
Question number 11, please. The power of the internet has become greater throughout the years, and the emergence of influencers has changed the landscape of social media. What is your stand on some social media personalities that influence some youth to become problematic, toxic, and violent? In Filipino, ang kapangyarihan ng internet ay mas naging malakas sa pagdaan ng panahon, at ang pagdating ng mga social media influencers at nagpabago sa takbo ng mundo ng social media. Ano sa iyong palagay sa mga ilang personalidad sa social media?
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Alam naman po natin na malaki ang naitulong ng social media sa atin. Unang-una is mabilis nating naibabahagi ang mga kaalaman natin, and marami tayong naalaman na mas mahalagang impormasyon. And sa tulong po ng mga media influencer, and napapabilis ang pakikipagkomunikasyon natin sa iba. Pero dapat maging responsable din tayo sa paggamit ng social media, dahil mayroong mga pagkakataon na nakagawa nating maging masama sa kapwa. Kaya payo ko lamang sa ating mga kabataan at lahat ng tao is think before you click. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Binibini 2.
Just one. Angelica, this is question number 8. In these modern times, when everything is fast-paced, technology is cutting edge, and information is right before our fingertips. As a Binibini who believes in inclusivity, how will you encourage our Indigenous brothers and sisters who are very in touch with their old traditions to try embracing change and modernity? Sa makabagong panahon ngayon, na lahat ay mabilis ang takbo, ang teknolohiya ay agresibo, at ang mga impormasyon ay abot lang ng ating mga kamay. bilang isang binibini na naniniwala na ang lahat ay sasama at walang maiiwan, paano mo hihikayatin ang mga kapatid nating mga katutubo na nakasanayan ang tradisyonal na pamumuhay na subukang yakapin ang modernong pagbabago?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already in a world wherein we are capable of treating everyone as equal. So we are all treating everyone with proper, despite of their color, despite of their ethnicity, despite of our differences. Actually, when we visit here during the IP Youth celebration, our government actually tackled about a new ordinance, which is the IP Go Pro, which means the Indigenous people go professional. And I believe this ordinance is somewhat going to help all those Indigenous people, especially the youth one, within their education to serve as their hope for them to be all-inclusive when it comes to our education. And so when that happens, they will going to see a light in terms of education wherein they will be able to give proper pocket money when they will go, because this IP Youth Project or IP Go Pro will going to give them 20,000 pesos in case they will going to finish a degree. So that will become their hope for education, and I am very grateful for them. My heart is very happy for those people who are given that kind of opportunity, because that just becomes the reason and a testimony that they are already included. So, people of Aurora, let us all include within ourselves and within our mind to treat everyone as equal and to be disciplined enough to respect and always find a hope and light within our lives, and especially with our Indigenous people. Let us all welcome them with our graceful hands when it comes to education, give them a sense of touch when it comes to technology, and when it comes to different kinds of all the pointers that they need when it comes to their education. And with that, we will going to have a beautiful kind of heart wherein everyone will be treated as equal and will be treated as not dominant. Thank you very much.
Number 7, please. Listen carefully. An exceptional woman is standing in front of many people here tonight. What will you say to a woman like you who feels scared of this uncertain world? How will you help her find the confidence to stand up for herself? In Filipino, bilang isang natataging babaeng nakatayo sa harap ng maraming tao ngayong gabi, ano ang sasabihin mo sa isang katulad mong babae natatakot sa walang katiyakang mundong ito? At paano mo siya matutulungan na makahanap ng kumpiyansa na manindigan para sa kanyang sarili?
If you feel scared to go out there and speak for yourself and find the confidence from within you, just look at yourself in the mirror and try to imagine every young woman and inspirational women from the past who have made and embarked a history to the world. You are worthy. So with this platform, I want to say that do not feel sad, do not feel overwhelmed. Women today are stronger. We are more empowered because everyone, even men, recognizes us as someone, as human beings who can stand up for themselves. So if you feel afraid, just try to remember that you have a good heart and you can be a woman, the best woman and the best version of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Binibining 4.
This is question number 6. The positive effects of social media today are great in our modern times. but it has inevitably created negative effects on people. Do you think it is appropriate to limit the use of social media, especially among our younger generation, because they can be easily influenced by it? Malaki ang mga naging positibong epekto ng social media sa ngayon sa ating modernong panahon. Ngunit hindi maiiwasan na magkaroon ng mga negatibong epekto ito sa mga tao. Sa iyong palagay, nararapat ba na limitahan ang paggamit ng social media, lalo na sa mga kabataan ng ating henerasyon, dahil sila ay madali pang maimpluwensyahan nito?
Okay, first of all, I want to greet everyone here. A pleasant evening. Even though it's raining, you're still here watching us in this Binibining Aurora 2023. To answer the question, of course, as a teacher myself, I will not limit the use of the social media. Why? It is only because it's up to the person who will guide these children. Since it was mentioned that these kids, our youth, is easily affected by this social media that they can see in their social media such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we have also the TikTok right now, right? So we cannot limit those in just at one click. We just need a proper guidance from the adults, of course, from the parents, from the teachers, from their older relatives, of course. So I would say I will not limit the use of social media because we cannot emit those possibilities. Okay? So it's only on the proper use of the social media. And that's all. Thank you.
There you go, di ba po?
Please. If you be given an opportunity to write a newspaper article that will be distributed around the world about our province, Aurora, what headline would you name the article and what image would you use for the cover? Kung bibigyan ka ng pagkakataong magsulat ng artikulo sa pahayagan na ipamamahagi sa buong mundo tungkol sa ating lalawigang na Aurora, anong headline ang ipapangalan mo sa artikulo at anong imahe ang gagamitin mo para sa pabalat o cover?
Thank you po. Kung bibigyan ako ng pagkakataon na magsulat ng isang artikulo na ipahayag ko sa buong mundo tungkol sa ating minamahal na probinsyang Aurora, ang ilalagay ko po ditong headline ay ang Hidden Treasure of the North. As we all know po, ang Aurora ay isa sa pinakamaliit po na probinsya sa Luzon at isa rin po siya sa pinakamalayo. At kung gagawa po ako ng cover nito, ang ilalagay ko po ay ang natatanging ganda ng Aurora, ang kabuntukan, ang ating ipinagmamalaking mga karagatan. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Okay, this is question number 10. The pandemic drastically affected our mental health, and for some, it led to depression and sadly, suicide. Fortunately, we become more open in discussing this pressing issue, but for some mental health, it has become the common alibi just to cover up for their mistakes. In this time that we don't know if their mental health problem is real or not, how will you address it? Ang pandemya ay talagang nakaapekto sa kalusugan ng ating pag-iisip. At sa iba napunta ito sa depression at ito man ay nakakalungkot dahil some are nagpapakatiwakal. Sa kabutihang palad ay may naging bukas tayo sa ganitong napapanahong usapin. Ngunit sa iba, ang mental health ay nagiging karaniwang dahilan lamang upang mapagtakpan ang kanilang pagkakamali. Sa panahon ngayon na hindi natin masabi kung ang kanilang mental health ay totoo o hindi, paano mo ito tutugunan?
Good evening, everyone. mental health is very relevant nowadays. It affects how we think, on how we feel, and how we act. But then, let us all remember that mental health, we should not put it in bad light. Yes, behavior is understandable, but sometimes it's not acceptable. I believe that it is our responsibility. If you have a mental problem, we need to seek medical professional help, especially in line with this in mental health. Because I believe if we avoid our responsibility in such taking or seeking meditation like this in mental health, unfortunately it would be bad because the mental health and the behavior will be normalized as an excuse. Thank you.